Hey guys, I know this is a horror channel, but I wanted to review a movie that I have heard about tons growing up. I've seen little tiny scenes obviously everywhere, and I just had to review this because I did pick it up because they released a trailer for a movie being made about this called The Disaster Artist with James Franco and all that. And like I said, I've always heard about this movie and always had an interest to see it, so I decided to go on Amazon and picked up The Room by Tommy Wiseau. And I knew what to expect going in with this, but I figured I'd just give a quick review for people that want to see it in preparation for the new The Disaster Artist based on this movie. But this is known as one of the worst movies of all time. But it has the cult following of like uh, Rocky Horror Picture Show, where there's midnight screenings, multiple places. Uh, Ever since it came out in '03, there was a billboard in LA right on some busy highway that the director kept up for like 15 years, paying $5,000 a month to keep it up. And it's like this picture right here, and it's just bizarre. And the dude is from another country, but he told people he was from Louisiana. And a lot of people don't know like what the real deal is with this guy. You could tell he's not from America, and the dude's emotions and just the way he acts is just really bizarre. Um, Other people have said it as best as I think you can put it. It's the best analogy I could describe this thing is where they say this Tommy Wiseau is like an alien that was told what a movie's like, and he basically made what he was told a movie should be like, and it really turned out awful. But it's one of those things where every single point of it is so terrible that it makes it really hilarious, really enjoyable. This guy, he's a banker and he does really amazing, saves the bank like bundles of money, he says. They already got all his practices and utilized and all that. But anyways, he doesn't get the promotion and he loves his wife so much he buys her stuff almost every day, buys her dresses, flowers, whatever. But she basically falls out of love with him and she ends up sleeping with his best friend Mark. And there's a creeper neighbor kid who he takes care of, and his name is Denny, and he's really bizarre. And he comes in and he wants to like watch him hook up and all that. And he's like or he owes these drug dealers drug money. And it's like this big scene, and then you literally hear nothing more about it. You don't know anything. You don't get the resolve. You don't get the like the finale of it. You're introduced all these plot lines and nothing comes of it. Like the mom comes in randomly, says she's dying and has breast cancer, and then you hear nothing more about it. And the acting in this is like laughably bad. You could tell he took this thing serious. Like he was a perfectionist from what I read, and it's just really bizarre. This is one of those things that I think happens like once in a lifetime, pretty much. It's I don't think there can be a movie as bad as this that's made with the heart and just seriousness and stuff as this. I think if you were to make a movie as bad as this, it would have to be intentionally made bad. Where this guy has just his ambition and his just it's the most bizarre movie you'll ever see. It's just you got to pick it up. I mean, this Blu-ray was $20 on Amazon, and I know a lot of people are thinking like, why would you pay $20 for this? But it was worth it to me. It has a lot of rewatchability, but you could pick the DVD up on Amazon for $8. So if anything, I say pick that up just because it's hilarious. I'm sure everybody's heard of it, but if you haven't, just pick it up. And it's so funny. Adult Swim for the past like 5 or 6 years on April Fools, they play this movie in a loop like 24, like their whole block or whatever at night. So instead of their original programming, they'll just play this movie like 5 times in a row. And it's just one of those things where when it's on, you're just in a trance with it because this movie is something else. But um, I'm really excited for the James Franco movie, The Disaster Artist, based on this, and I'm really pumped for it. I'm gonna watch this probably a few more times before that comes out, and I actually got the book coming in the mail that the guy Greg Sestero who played Mark in this, he the best friend. I guess he's Tommy Wiseau's friend in real life and all that. He was there from the beginning of the inception of this, and he wrote a book basically called The Disaster Artist: My Life in the Room, and he goes through the whole uh, all the behind the scenes stuff you could want to hear basically from what I understand. Like I said, I have it coming in the mail, so I haven't read it, but it's they obviously auctioned off the rights for the movie with James Franco. It's a big deal. So from what I understand, he says everything you'd want to know, and it makes the movie that much more enjoyable. So I mean, it's weird to say, but this is there's a lot of purchases where you get disappointed that you purchase like that basically. You pay $15 for that, you're kind of like, ooh. But this, $20, one film, and it's one of the most satisfying purchases I've ever made. And believe it or not, the Blu-ray quality of it actually looks really good. Um, he directed it, wrote it, produced it, all that. From I guess I don't know if this is true, but I heard the Greg Sestero say it and all that, and but there's a lot of mystery about this film. I guess nobody knows really the truth of it all, but I guess he took a 35 millimeter camera and an HD camera, taped them together, and then filmed it all in both formats because he wasn't sure if HD was the future or if 35 millimeter was going to stay the future. So there's like half the scenes are in HD and they look really crisp, really good on Blu-ray. But then there's the 35 millimeter scenes where, like, inside, um, like in the room, there's a lot of grain and stuff. But definitely, if you're a fan of the room, pick up this Blu-ray. It's actually surprisingly high quality. And I just want to read the back of this to you because I'm sure Tommy Wiseau, the guy, had to have written the back of this because this is actually released independently by him. And I don't know if you could see that, but it says, no, you can't really see it, so I'll just read it. It says, joined the millions of others who are raving about The Room. It says, The Room is an electrifying American black comedy about love, passion, betrayal, and lies. It's what happens in real life. You could be with your loving woman, and all of a sudden, boom, she's in bed with your best friend or a family member. The Room depicts a friendship and relationships in one life and praises life's real and most asked question: can you really ever trust anyone? It's yeah, this is definitely something that needs to be seen to believe. Yeah, but definitely pick this up if you're wanting a good time. But this will probably be the only non-horror review you'll ever see on my channel. I can't promise that, but I really didn't even want to review it on this channel, but I like the movie that much to where it had to be reviewed because it's almost in a genre in itself to where you could consider this a genre picture. But regardless, The Room. Peace.